All right, welcome to your favorite sports show on Studio ABC. Today, I've got an interesting discussion coming up with sports personality, Master Obeng. Welcome to Studio ABC.
Oh, thank you very much for having me here. It's a pleasure being on this platform. And I would say congratulations to you and your team. It's a wonderful day to be here.
Glad to hear that. The biggest football festival, the World Cup,
Yeah.
is happening in 2 days. What are your thoughts on the 2026 World Cup?
First, I would say I'm looking forward to this. And with respect to, generally, with respect to how the World Cup has been for the past 20 years, uh, first, let me take it from the just ended Club World Cup.
Yep.
I think it will be modeled based on that, looking at how the players will be coming out. As recently, it was shared by FIFA that now they are not going to come out as just the 11 players, but all the staff are going to come out so that as a football fan, we know those who are there, those who are featuring in this particular important football, particular game that we are all happy about. So, for culture perspective, we are going to witness something fantastic. And with respect to the atmosphere surrounding the World Cup, let's say for the Gen Zs, for the past 20 years, we have not witnessed three countries hosting the World Cup. So, with respect to three countries hosting the World Cup, that's Mexico, Canada, then US, we are looking out to see how the everything will be managed in terms of features, in terms of culture, in terms of uh, supporters, how they will experience. Because as a football fan, I'll be glad to experience all the three cultures.
Right.
That is the full culture perspective, and also respect to how political scenes has been with respect to the three countries. It's really interesting because looking at US, for example, their relationship with Mexico early this year wasn't quite okay, but respect to how things has been, people as football fans we raise concern, but it's now fairly stable.
Yeah.
So we are looking out to how the political scene merge with the football as a sport, how
Right.
it will be, and with respect to Canada too, we are looking out for. So
I think for
personally,
we football fans, we just want to have a fantastic, tournament.
Yes.
That's all that we asking for.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with you. There has been a lot of political, things going on forth and back. But then I think we all looking forward to having one of the greatest. I don't know if it turned out to be one of the greatest tournaments that we've ever witnessed. But like you said, it's the first time in a very long time that we're going to have the World Cup in three different countries. So I think most of us have also got our eyes on that. We're looking forward to see what is going to happen there. But let's have your thought on the groups. I think some of the teams have been lucky, others have been crying, given the respective groups that they put in. So what do you think the group of death is this time around?
So with respect to the group of death, if we have to look, have a quick glance on it,
Yeah,
I will pick, I think, Group I.
good eye.
Yeah,
Yes.
looking at Group I think the features, looking at France, Senegal, Norway, and Iraq.
Right.
I'm picking that as a group of death because France, personally, if I should say personally, or based on my intuition, based on players' availability, and based on the country's culture, and based on the chemistry that players have built, I will tip France to at least do a third round in terms of finals.
Yep.
With respect to Senegal just emerged in quotes as African champions, but due to what we all know what happened. And with respect to Norway, Norway too has been a fantastic force.
It's their first time, and
Yes.
now they have their golden generation.
Yes.
So, I mean, we'll come to that. But then I pretty much agree with you that Group I stands as the group of death.
Yes.
But which group do you think is
More easy?
somehow easy, to sail through, given the teams that are in that particular group?
Okay, with respect to this, I will take Group A.
Group A.
Yeah, look at Mexico,
Yep.
South Africa, South Korea, and Czech Republic. With respect to this, I think it's easy for anyone to come out.
Okay.
Yeah, so I will pick that one as
The easiest group to sail through.
Yep. But Group I stands
All right.
for me.
Yeah. All right. Good to know that. So now let's go group by group. Let's try to figure out which teams are going to be the lucky ones to sail through each group. Starting from Group A, what are your 2 picks?
So looking at Mexico.
Yep.
Mexico have fantastic players like West Ham midfielder Fernandez. Yeah. They have a lot of players who are now at the international scene or at the club level. They are really performing. So I'm tipping Mexico to make it. But with respect to South Africa and South Korea, I'm tipping South Korea.
South Korea.
Yes, I'm tipping South Korea because now football in their other parts of the world has also been something that we football fans we are looking out for because a lot of players are emerging from that. We can take the likes of let's say Premier League, for example. We have Mitoma and other players coming on, Son Heung-min and coming out from that part of the world. So I'm tipping Mexico and South Korea in this one.
All right. Group B, we've got Canada, Bosnia, Qatar, and Switzerland. Which teams do you think will make it through the group?
To me, I'll go a straight pick will be Canada, then Switzerland. Canada, I'm giving them the home advantage.
Okay.
Yeah. Then Switzerland, yes, they have the players to make it happen.
Yeah.
With Bosnia, I'm not giving them the favorites, but they can also worry. But I'm just giving it to Canada, then Switzerland.
All right.
Yep.
Group C, we've got Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland. Pretty much interesting group, isn't it?
Yeah, really interesting. And if I should be favoritism in terms of this, I will pick Scotland and Brazil because I'm a Scottish fan.
Okay,
yeah,
so that makes sense. Fan. But then I don't think most of our viewers would agree with you on, picking Scotland over Morocco because we've all seen what Morocco is capable of, given their, run in the previous campaign and also recently in the African Cup of Nations. I believe that Morocco has what it takes to, at least go past through the group stage.
Yeah. So I totally agree with you. But as I said, if I should pick personally,
yes,
based on if we are to do it based on football strength,
yes,
then I agree Brazil and Morocco have the chance over Scotland. But Scotland, we should not write them off because they have the likes of McTominay and other. So with respect to this, it will be an interesting one to watch as compared to Group I2.
Yeah.
But as you said, we can go with Brazil and Morocco.
Yeah.
Because with the likes of
Objectively, Brazil, Morocco.
Objectively, Brazil and Morocco with the likes of Hakimi and other. So
right. And now in Group D, we've also got one of the host nations, the United States. We've got Paraguay, Austria, and Turkey.
Okay, so with respect to Group D, as I said in the previous groups, United States have the home advantage.
Yep.
And I expect them to sail through the group successfully. And with respect to Paraguay, I don't expect them to move on. Australia. Yeah, sorry, Australia. Yeah, they can, but not really. But I'm giving United States and Turkey. And with respect to Turkey, they have promising and also one of the vibrant groups. And you can see the likes of Adagula and the rest. So I will pick United States and also Turkey to say through this.
Yeah, I think I kind of agree with you on this one. United States home advantage, and with Turkey they've got the squad. Arda Güler, Yilmaz, Çanakkolu. They've got all the quality to sort of. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised to see Turkey top this group. Group E, we've got Germany, Ivory Coast, Ecuador, and I believe
Curacao.
Yeah, Curacao. Yeah. Who goes through?
This one too is pretty an interesting one.
Yeah.
Looking at Germany, we all know Germany is a football nation. They're one of the, let's say, oldest football nations that we all, growing up, we really like how they played. I really like them every time they play with Ghana, for example, because it's really an interesting game. So I'm picking Germany.
Yeah.
But with respect to Ivory Coast and Ecuador,
Yeah.
they are of the same, let's say, at the same power with respect to players, with respect to strength, with respect to meaning that is, they have young generations.
Yeah.
Looking at Ivory Coast, they have the likes of Ahmad, the likes of Due, that is the Due brothers.
Yeah.
And with respect to Ecuador too, they have Caicedo, one of the
powerhouse of
of
midfield,
midfielders, and
Yeah.
also they have, I think one of Pendas.
Yeah.
And no, if I'm not mistaken, one of the interesting guys coming up with respect to wings. So wingers. So I'm tipping them to also sail through. So this one, if I'm to be objective with respect to the group E, I'll go with Germany and Ecuador.
Germany, Ecuador to
Yeah,
make it through Group E.
But
Yeah.
there's a but.
Yeah.
The but is
this is football.
Yes, this is football.
Yeah.
We should not write at home Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
Looking at what they did to France, I don't know if France were more like just testing something, but how they quickly turn up, like their gameplay, the chemistry between
It
the
was
players,
fantastic.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
So if we are to go or judge it based on what they did to France, and if they are going to replicate that, then it is a worry to Ecuador.
Right.
They need to watch their back.
Right.
So I'll pick Germany and Ecuador on that.
Fair enough. Down in Group F, we have the Netherlands, Japan, Sweden, Tunisia. Another, very tricky group, I would say.
Yes.
Yeah.
With this one, I'm tipping all four to challenge it.
Yeah.
Because Japan has been one of the forces that we should not.
We've seen what they've done to Ghana recently, at least.
And I like their coach.
Yeah.
With respect to his gameplay. So this one is not an easy pick for me. But objectively, Netherlands should make it.
Yeah.
Looking at the likes of Dumfries, Hato, Nathan Ake.
You name them.
Yeah, you name them.
Yes.
Then Sweden too, looking at their
Isaac and I mean, let's I don't know, but I'm not quite convinced on the part of Sweden, given how they performed in the qualifying stage. I wasn't quite satisfied with the performance that they put up. But let's see what happens. I think it's still a pretty much open group that anybody who does his homework well can pass through.
Yes.
But for Netherlands, we all agree that, yes, they should, on paper, at least be making it out of the group.
They need to make it.
Yes.
I'm saying they need to.
Right.
They need to, because growing up, Netherlands has been a force that we were looking up to, that at least they within the next 8 years, especially from 2008 coming, they would have at least emerged champions in one of the World Cups.
Well,
because looking at the likes of Obeng and other, but they didn't.
Yeah, I think they would have made it to the finals the previous campaign.
Yes.
Messi fans, sorry, but I believe that the Netherlands were cheated against, during their game against Argentina, but
I would say
it's controversial.
It's controversial.
Of course, Argentina won, but I wouldn't. I would expect Netherlands to make it through that group.
And if I'm to be objective on this, I'm going with Netherlands and Japan.
Netherlands, Japan to make it through.
Yes, Netherlands and Japan. Japan, because they have the chemistry.
Yeah.
And aside chemistry, I can see the zeal in the players.
Yeah.
Unlike other national teams that they have the flair and everything, but they don't have the hunger for the game. But with Japan, they have the hunger to go and do something. I don't know where the motivation is coming from. That's why I'm going for them.
Right. Down in Group G, we've got Belgium, Egypt, Iran, New Zealand.
Okay, straightforward, I go with Belgium and Egypt. Egypt with Egyptian god Mo Salah.
Mo Salah.
I think this one will be his last World Cup, so I'm tipping him to at least for the nation and for the African continent. He needs to prove himself. There has been criticism with respect to his club football at Liverpool last season, but I will not write him off, because on a normal day for Mo Salah, we all know what he can do.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Belgium and Egypt.
Belgium, Egypt for Group
Yep.
G. Now in Group H, we've got Spain, Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, and Uruguay.
Straight Spain,
Spain,
Uruguay.
Uruguay.
Spain have young generation, and they also play interesting football. Looking at the likes of Lamine Yamal,
Yeah.
Lamine Yamal, we all know.
Fermi Lopez,
Fermin Lopez, and also
Dani Olmo,
Daniel Olmo.
Pedri.
Yes, these people have been playing together,
Yeah.
especially at the club level.
Yeah.
So we expect the chemistry to be there. And looking at their goalkeepers, Raya, then I think other goalkeepers too are competing. They have all the three goalkeepers that has been picked.
Yeah.
They are also equally good. So I'm picking them to make it throughout the group and also move forward past round 32 and 16. And also Uruguay too, I'm picking them. I don't expect Cape Verde at the same time, also Saudi Arabia too. But with what Saudi Arabia did
to Argentina.
yes, some years back, though it's not the same group, it's not the same atmosphere and everything, but that's why we love football.
Yeah.
We want the wonders.
Everything can happen.
Everything can happen. But objectively, Spain and Uruguay should go.
Right. I kind of agree with you on Spain. For Uruguay, I'm not convinced enough that they've got the squad to easily beat all the other teams. We've also seen how the Saudi Arabia League has transformed since the arrival of Cristiano Ronaldo, undoubtedly. And I think everybody will be looking out to at least see them put some sort of performance that would be encouraging. Also, for me, Cape Verde, I think what they did during the qualifying stages, they deserve to at least, qualify. So for Group H, I tip Spain to go through. And for the three other teams, it's pretty much open for any of them to join Spain from Group H. In Group I, we've got France, Senegal, Iraq, Norway. We've already talked about this group of death. But just your two pick for this group.
I'll go with France and Senegal.
Yep. France, Senegal.
France being finalist at the just ended World Cup, and also Senegal being the champions of Africa. I'm tipping them.
Right. Yeah. Group J, we've got Argentina, Algeria, Austria, Jordan.
This one too is somehow tricky with respect to Argentina. Argentina it's my first pick for me, but Algeria and Austria will be competing for the next spot.
Well, for context, Austria is ranked at 24th place, and Algeria sits at 28th. So pretty much close.
Yes.
Given the kind of players that they have, their recent performances, I believe that it's going to be very tough, and either of them could be going through.
Yeah, so if I'm to just pick two, I'm going to go with Austria, then Argentina.
Austria, Argentina to make it through Group J. Group K, we've got Portugal, Congo DR, Uzbekistan, and Colombia. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah. So this one, straightforward. I'll go with Colombia.
Colombia?
Yes, I'll go with Colombia, then Portugal.
Yeah.
But I'm also tipping Congo to also try and pick some points of maybe Colombia or of Uzbekistan. And also they can maybe try and get some draw with the Portuguese. But I'm going with...
I can see where you're going, but I see where that comment is coming from, Then I mean that is your personal opinion, so everyone is entitled to their opinion. So no hard feelings. Group L, your favorite group. We've got England, Croatia, Ghana, Panama. Yes, I nearly said Paraguay, but that's Panama.
So with this one, if we are to be objective, England and Croatia need to make it. But for my love for Ghana, my love for Ghana,
agenda for the boys.
Yes, for my love for Ghana, I would say Ghana should at least pick some points off England, because the core players that we have in that team, they've been playing with the English squad
Yeah.
in their various club football, in their various clubs. So this should at least go. It will go a long way, but I expect, objectively, I expect England and Croatia to make it.
Yeah.
But I'm not writing Ghana off. Looking at Ghana being a football nation, and also if they will have the hunger to do it, why not? But objectively, I'm going England and Croatia to make
Yeah, I think on paper, England and Croatia are much stronger than Ghana. But like you've said, it's football and everything can happen. Anything can happen. Ghana has got their worst squad in the last 20 years. Most Ghanaians don't have hope in the Ghanaian national team currently. And I personally don't also see anyone that's happening. But hopefully, I think I hope Ghana can make through alongside England in Group L.
If you are saying world squad,
Yeah.
on paper,
Yeah.
why do we tag this group as worst like core group of the like players that we had so far? Okay, basically, with respect to the achievement of some players, we as Ghanaian football fanatics, we don't know the achievement of some.
Yeah.
But my take on this is they are underdogs, all right.
Yes.
But if they will have the hunger and also have the chemistry, they can pick some points.
Right.
Looking at how they played with Wolves, if they can replicate something like that and also be strong at the back, especially if I'm to go deep into this, the left side where we have the likes of Barbara Man, and if they are able to rectify those areas, I expect Ghana to pick at least 1 point from England, 1 point from Croatia, then take all points from Panama.
Well, I wouldn't write Panama off because I watched their game against Brazil. They lost 5-2, I believe, or 6-2 it was. And I wouldn't write them off. Don't be surprised to see Panama making it through this group because it's pretty much an open group for me. England, we all expect them, but we've seen England's performance on the big stage. They haven't been able to put up any performance that anyone would be convinced to see them easily pass through this group. But hopefully, at least on paper, they are much stronger compared to the other teams. So England to go through, and I will pick Ghana over Croatia. Luka Modric is old now. Yes, they had very amazing midfielders, but I don't think Ghana is going to respect that. As a Ghanaian, love for the jersey.
Okay, I understand love for the jersey, but experience
counts.
Experience is what's going to take Croatia through. Because looking at their midfield, Kovacic and Modric. With respect to Modric, we know. I have one memory of him, especially at club level. With respect to their game with Chelsea, the pass he was able to make to pick up Rodrigo to score that goal against Chelsea. That is what we call experience. So I'm giving experience the nod to go through. That's why the love for the jersey is there. The love for the motherland is there. But with experience, I'm going with Croatia.
All right.
And with England, quickly, we should not write in England as the core group that they. Yeah, we've seen a lot of backlash against Thomas Tuchel with respect to the players that he has picked. But I really respect him with respect to what he has been able to achieve at club level. With respect to Chelsea, for example, he had pretty much basic, let me put it like that, basic players, or let's say average, let me put it at the right and then in the right context. Average players. Look like Messi Mount, he was now making it Odoi, Tammy Abraham, but he was able to move on, score City, then take the UEFA Champions League. So when it comes to competition, Thomas Tuchel is a man that we should never write him off. So I expect him to at least do something.
All right.
But we should not forget, maybe the English will back up, will really go head toe-to-toe with him when they don't make it.
Through the group stages, at least.
Especially.
Right.
Looking at what they achieve under Southgate. So if they appointed him because they know he's a man when it comes to competitive football.
He's able to win trophies.
Yeah. So, and looking at their how they perform throughout the qualifiers, I'm giving them the chance to at least do something.
All right. Last one before we bring this to a wrap. Mexico, South Africa on the 11th of June, Thursday. What are you looking forward to, seeing in that game?
So, with respect to this one, it's been an opener. We are having a repetition of 2010. So, having a repetition of 2010, I'm saying it will be pretty much the same. 2010, it was 1-1, right?
Yeah.
And it's been 1-1. I expect, because Mexico, for example, they have the players, but on the bigger stage, I haven't seen them perform a lot. Right. And with South Africa too, looking at how they've performed on the African continent and how their league is also performing, I also tip them to be a force that will compete against Mexico. So what I expect from the game is I expect a draw, and it won't be goalless. That's what it won't be goalless.
Your prediction?
My prediction will be either 1-1 or 2-2, but I'll go with 1-1. Yeah, with South Africa, they have the men to score the goals, same as Mexico. So I'm going with a draw. As we know, it will be a repetition of 2010.
2010.
So, yeah.
What about the atmosphere? How do you expect the fans to react? An opener in Mexico. Are you looking forward to seeing something spectacular about the entire show, or is it going to be one of these, I would rather say boring ceremony that we've been witnessing over the years?
I won't term it as boring, because all preparation will be made. But with respect to how fans will react, if we are looking at all the three nations that are hosting it, a lot of eye are on US than Canada and Mexico. So with respect to the opener going to Mexico, one, I'm looking at an atmosphere that is not below par, but at least it will also surpass one of the best openers we had during the World Cup. But it will be at least maybe above average. Right. Let me put it like that, above average. But I'm not expecting a lot from that, but I'm expecting an above average ceremony and above average game with respect to the play on the field, and also with respect to, but I'm expecting a lot of reactions to come out from outside those who be at the stadium. Right. Because a lot of fans will look up for that outside the stadium. But if it was to be US, it will be a different story than being in Mexico. So being in Mexico, I think it's quite above average. That's what I'm expecting with respect to the atmosphere. Yeah. All
right. Thank you very much, Master Obeng. And that is that, viewers. Thank you for tuning in today. This is SportsABC on Studio ABC. And thank you very much for joining us today. We hope to see you another time. If this is your first time tuning in here, make sure to subscribe and also hit the bell icon. Very important to support us to continue on doing what we've been doing. See you next time.